Hello, darling, and welcome to your My Heart reading. I have three specific questions. I know you wrote a little bit of an extensive message. Excuse me, but you wrote me two separate messages, and this is the second reading. I'll give you the information to which reading corresponds to who, to which receipt number. In a separate message, but the cards that I am using for this client reading is the Mariel Tarot, which I only use for myself, but I'm very moved to use it in your reading. And then Angel Love, for those of you who are interested in these cards or want to see what these cards are about, the information is listed below. For those of you who would like a reading with me, you can find my information on my Etsy shop, and also I'm having 40% off my shop from now until February 18th. The coupon code is Gateway44, only on my Etsy shop. Now, I'm going to do question number 1. So I'm going to pull 5 cards for each question and an oracle card, okay? So, let's see. The first question actually was answered in the previous video that I did for you. Okay, so you want to know the time span of when you will be leaving your husband, right? I'm going to give you this intuitively and see what the cards tell me in regards to the seasons of the cards. Even though in the previous reading that I did for you, previous to these 2 readings, I did a client reading for you, and I did say that in a matter of 6 to 9 months, the divorce will be complete if you start the divorce proceedings now. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see now. Oh. I'm going to shuffle them one more time. I know I shuffle a lot. I really, really do. Okay. Let me pull this down here so that you can see. And then I'll pull them up as the questions go. So you have the 8 of Swords, the Hierophant, Death, the Hanged Man, and the Knight of Swords. You have 3 major arcana cards. What this is telling me is that with the colors and the type of cards that there are, I really feel like you will, if you start the proceedings now, by the time spring hits, so like April, May, April, May, you will have those divorce papers filed in court if you start the proceedings now. Your partner is not going to want to give you the divorce papers right away. As I mentioned in the first reading, he's going to be a little resistant to it. So it's going to give him a couple of days after you speak to him the first time about divorcing him to actually get it through his head that this is the best way to go. That the best way to change things is to let things, allow things to change, allow things to transmute themselves from stability to death, and from death to having a point or a period in both of your lives where both of you feel like things are stagnant. Why is this important? Because you have to allow yourself to heal from one situation to be able to move into another situation. Now, the energy of the Knight of Swords lets me know that he, again, is going to be a little resistant once you speak to him in regards to the divorce papers. So, by April, May, you'll probably want to get those divorce papers in. I'm speaking intuitively and also via the cards. I'm going to choose one oracle card. This one already wanted to come out in regards to the situation. And the answer in regards to when you should leave your husband is number 23, and that's determination. And number 5 is an odd number. So you have to determine or be determined to lose what you have. You have to have willpower and know that this is what you want to do. This is the step that you want to take because it is your life. No one can tell you exactly what you can do, because not even I can tell you exactly what to do. I can give you an inkling. I can give you an idea. Like, you know what? Maybe by April, May, even March, you can get this stuff situated. You can get those papers filed. Everything will be signed, and you'll be in front of a judge by like April, May. I can tell you that by the cards. But if you don't start the divorce now, that's not going to happen. It has to take you to be able to have that happen. That's how things really happen. They don't just happen just because. You have to make them happen. It is your life, right? You determine when you want to do it. So when things do not go the way you want them to go, you cannot blame anybody but yourself. I also see a worry with the Eight of Swords and the Hierophant, the things that you're not going to have stability. Take care of one thing now, which is to get out of the relationship where you're not happy. Don't just stay in a relationship because you look good in front of people, because I really have a strong feeling that your husband doesn't want to be in the relationship either. I feel like he just likes to live for other people. Let's see. Question number 2. So, question number 2 basically is the other guy. Like, when you should you leave, or how you should leave, how you should leave the other person. Let me make sure that that's the question. So how can you get the other person out of your heart, mind, and soul? Basically. Okay. Heart, mind, and soul. Okay. So you have, let me move this up because I have one more question to go, if I'm not mistaken. You can see everything. You have the Two of Swords, the Empress, the Four of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Now, with this energy, how you get this person out of your heart. In the previous reading, I said that I can see that you are saying from your mouth outward that you don't want to be with the second person, that it makes you sick, etc., because of the entire situation. You say that, but in reality, you want to stay. And it's showing in this spread right here with the energy of the Eight of Disc. You want to continue to work things out. And the energy of the Empress as well. The energy of the Empress, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Discs lets me know that you want to continue to work things out, and that you just keep thinking about things that you don't have with this person, as opposed to the solution, which is looking within and being honest with yourself. First of all, you have to make a decision whether you want to stay or you want to go. That's number one, with the energy of the Two of Swords. You can't say, oh, how do I let this person go if you really want to be here? Or if you really want to be in that situation. You have to be determined, once again, determined to either stay or go. And take that energy with you. If you want to stay, then stay. If you want to go, then go. Now, I really do feel like with the energy of the Four of Cups, coming from the energy of the Two of Swords, you want to make a decision, but then you just want to stick around and see what you have, see what you don't have, and just continue to ponder about it. That makes you stagnant. That gives you the energy of the Hangman, which is right here. That gives you stagnant energy over and over again. The energy of the Eight of Discs is you wanting to, again, be the Hermit, look inward, take knowledge, get a consultation as you're doing right now, to have somebody tell you what you want to hear. And no one's going to tell you what you want to hear. They're going to tell you exactly what it is. And if they're telling you exactly what you want to hear, then you should question that reader, especially when they see otherwise. I mean, people hear what they want to hear in readings. Sometimes if the reading is in their favor, but there's some people that you tell them the story as you told me, and they'll tell you, yeah, that's going to happen. And so then you create it in your life. You don't want that. You want to be independent. You want to create things for yourself, knowing the facts already. You know that your husband is willing to stay with you, but he's willing to stay with you for the facade. And this other person is not going to leave his wife. He's not. He likes your energy. That's it. He's not using you in a malicious way, but he likes your energy. So then for this reading right here, what you should do about this person, and it is gifts. As a matter of fact, I think you received this reading in your very first reading that I gave you. I mean, this card. And it's number 20, and it's gifts. And what I'm getting from this is that you should give yourself the gift of following the advice that is being given to you in the cards, okay? The energy also with the Knight of Swords and the Hermit card lets me know that this person, which is your husband, I'm getting it's energy from your husband, even though this section of the reading is for the other person. I feel like your husband is going to portray what he really feels inside for you once those divorce papers start being filed as well. He's going to show you that he wants to make it work, and then he's going to go off at the mouth. So be prepared for that, okay? Be prepared for that. Things, once you speak to your husband and you find it in your heart and soul to speak to your husband in regards to the divorce, yeah, he's going to want to work things out, but like I feel like he's going to verbally abuse you, because that's how he feels inside. And he's going to work things out just for the image of everything, not because he wants to stay in the relationship. Then that's making you stagnant as well. And then in regards to the future of your relationships with any person, let me see what your love life shows in the future. Cards want to come out. You have the energy of the Queen of a Disc, or the Queen of Pentacles, the World, the Three of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Wands here. And as the overall energy, you have Transcendence, number 27 again, with the Transcendence. And that, my dear, it came out in 2 of your readings already, and the gifts came out in 2 of your readings, because I remember it wasn't one of your readings. I used the Angel Love card for you. And again, in the future, I do feel like inward things are going to be complete. That's number 1. First of all, you're going to go into relationships where you're going to feel complete, and you're going to know exactly what you want and how to get it once you are done with your divorce. Now, I do see that you will probably be a little depressed, but I do see somebody coming in, and he's probably going to be a little bit younger than you are. He's coming out again as the Knight of Wands. He's going to be a little bit younger than you are, and he might have either the features of your ex-husband, or he might have the attitude of your ex-husband, because he's going to want to argue too much, and it's probably going to be a little bit of a deterrence for you, or it's going to feel like it's disappointment for you, because he's going to remind you of your ex-husband. But I really do feel like he has better intentions for you. It just, you're just going to have to like give him a chance. So give him a chance. There is somebody. I don't know how long it will be when you find this person. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I don't get an inkling of that. And when some things like that happen, because sometimes I am an intuitive reader and I can pick up on certain things, but when I cannot, it's because you're not supposed to know. You're supposed to enjoy your time alone after you get this divorce. Get rid of the other person, get a divorce, and start your life anew. And don't be afraid of disappointments. People aren't perfect. You're not going to find anyone that is perfect, not even perfect for you. You will see their flaws, and it will disappoint you. That's the reality of the world. I also feel like with this young person, he might already have a child, or he might want to get you pregnant. This Knight of Wands. And Knight of Wands are people that are go-getters. This person is going to be somebody that's going to come for you. Meaning, they're not going to come for you maliciously, but they are going to be the type of person that tells you, you know what, let's go on a date. Pack your stuff, let's go here. Let's do that. Let's do here. And that energy is going to interest you a lot. Okay? So you're not going to be alone for a long time, but yes, you will be alone after the divorce. You'll be dating, and then you will find this Knight of Wands. So make sure that you don't date too much, so that you can pick out who the Knight of Wands is and what contract you have to fulfill with that person. This concludes your reading for My Heart Part 2 for you. And I wish you the best of luck in any of the decisions that you make. If you want to just continue to look at this video over and over and over again, that helps. Sometimes you didn't hear something that you were supposed to hear before. And sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. You can message me. And for anyone who is interested in these type of readings, sometimes I have spreads, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just answer questions that people may have, just so that you know. For the most part, I'm an intuitive reader. I have my own spreads. So love and blessings to everyone, and I will see you guys in the next videos. Bye.